Hello, happy Monday. I'm Dr. Shiroko Sokitch, owner of the Heart to Heart Medical Center and the author of the book, Healing When It Seems Impossible, 7 Keys to Defy the Odds. And today I want to talk to you about what's so cool about Chinese medicine. And I want to talk to you about it from the perspective of the many years that I've been practicing, a blend of both Chinese and Western medicine, and why I practice Chinese medicine and what is so cool about it. So first of all, for years I have talked to people about mysterious or difficult health conditions that are not getting better based on everything that they've known how to do. And even in the best of functional medicine, sometimes the medical tests that we do not show the answers. And so when I first started studying Chinese medicine many years ago, I've been practicing now for 32 years. Can you believe it? Anyway, when I first started studying Chinese medicine, I was also an emergency room doctor, and I was fairly young in my practice of emergency medicine. And I remember seeing patients who had no diagnosis, like they came in with symptoms that were classic for something, but they didn't fit any of the diagnoses because whatever labs we did or whatever tests that we did not show anything. And so what was cool was that the symptoms that the patient had often fit with a Chinese diagnosis, so that I was able to take the information that they gave me and fit it with what was going on from a Chinese medicine perspective. What I think is so cool about it is that the whole idea that we're made up of energy. So the whole basic principle of Chinese medicine is that we're made up of energy, and energy travels through our body in certain patterns. And when our energy is out of balance, there are problems. How the organs work in traditional Chinese medicine is different than how they work in Western medicine. And it is through knowing how they work that we learn what's going on with our bodies when we don't know what's going on. I have a whole chapter here in my book called How to Listen to Your Body. And one element of listening to your body is if you have even a basic understanding of what organs do in traditional Chinese medicine, then you will have an understanding of what might be going on with your body. And so I think that is just the coolest thing. And I feel like it can be so helpful for people to know, or for you to know, what is going on in your body and how you can learn to listen to it. And then when you layer on top of that the functional medicine elements of being able to test things in a deeper level to find the root cause, the blend of Chinese medicine and functional medicine can help you understand what's going on with your body and help you find the root cause. So I'm going to give you an example. So one of my patients that I just saw recently had surgery on her arm when she broke her arm a few years ago, and she had surgery, and there's a scar that goes right here. And this is the small intestine meridian. And so let's say you have a scar somewhere in your body that may be on one of the pathways of energy. And by using acupuncture or understanding what's going on with that scar, you could actually prevent some health problems. For example, with her, she was having digestive issues, having gas and bloating and frequent diarrhea, which could be connected to just having this scar, although there might be a bacterial infection in his small intestines. And so, like, the layers of understanding what's going on can be so deep when you have undiagnosed health conditions. Another patient of mine, I think I talked about this before, had a head injury when she was 7 years old, and nobody knew that was the cause of her many health conditions 50 years later. And even when she was a child, she had all kinds of symptoms that were physical pain and more trouble concentrating than most children. And the doctors told her parents that she was faking it. And so they ignored her. But it was actually the head injury that was the root cause of all of her symptoms. And by correcting that, we did that with acupuncture, she was able to stop having some of those symptoms and feel better. There's many stories like that I could tell you for the years and years that I've been practicing. And I just feel like having just a teeny little bit of an understanding of what's going on with your meridians or with your body through understanding what Chinese medicine organs do. So I'm going to give you an example. For example, the liver regulates the smooth flow of energy in your whole body. It regulates your the emotion of anger. It regulates the menstrual cycle, and it regulates, from the Western medicine standpoint, it also handles detoxification. In Chinese medicine, because it regulates smooth flow of energy in your whole body, it's sort of the middle organ. Like, so organs go from outside to inside and in and up and down, and so there's all this difference in how energy flows in the body. And because the liver is kind of right in the middle, when you have, let's say you have a cold that doesn't get treated properly, or a flu that doesn't get treated properly, and then you get sick, and you have these like night hot sweats and cold sweats, and you can't feel your temperature regulating, that's an issue of liver imbalance. If you have PMS or difficulty with your periods, quite often, and especially in younger women, it's because there's a liver imbalance. If you have a tendency to get really frustrated and angry, it's often because there's a liver imbalance. Because it regulates a smooth flow of energy in your whole body, when, let's say you have stiff neck, a lot of people have a stiff neck and difficulty, with their shoulders feeling tense and possibly getting migraines and headaches, and migraines are often here. Those are all symptoms of liver imbalance. And, like, we could go on and on and on with different symptoms that people have that could be connected to different organ imbalances. I think I've spoken before about kidneys, which regulate the low back, the knees, the bones, the overall sense of having energy, the emotion of fear, your hearing, and your power of will. So when any of those things, the physical matter of your brain too, when any of those things is a symptom in your body, it might mean that there's something going on energetically with your kidneys. And that by balancing that, you could have an improvement in your symptoms. So I hope you found it as interesting. And if you want more information, please reach out to me. I can always help you understand your body better and help you see what's going on. Or if you'd like, you could read my book and read the chapter on how to listen to your body, because there's a lot of information there. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.